All right, time to go to Best Fishing Tackle. Man, I love everybody here, especially, oh, there's Izzy. She's busy right now.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Izzy, how are you?
Good.
You, first of all.
Good.
Good to
How
see
are
you.
Phil?
I'm good.
Good seeing you
nice
again.
to see you.
Hi, everyone.
Well, we're here on a mission because Anthony is really into fishing now. What a trip on the Amigo.
Oh, yeah.
Were you on that trip?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
We did a limit on my Seabass.
Oh my
Got
God.
giant halibut. Oh my God, it was amazing.
Sheephead, whitefish.
Yeah, and lingcots. Yeah.
Wow.
It was amazing.
That's awesome. How you been? Good?
Good, yeah. What the hell is this? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Everybody, Phil Freeman here with Steve Heath. Steve, how are you, my friend?
Good, man. Good. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Another tackle meet is already here again. And this time, what do you have, like 60 vendors?
Yeah, I got like 60 vendors. I only have room for about maybe 50 vendors, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I got a wait list is what it is, but I'll find something for them.
Sounds like a good problem to have.
Right?
Oh my God, yeah, I'm hearing this all the time from so many people. And I haven't actually been able to go to a tackle meet. This weekend we're gonna be in Mexico doing some work down there. But I'm hearing from people who, like Cali girls, for a matter of fact, and she's like, "Thank you so much for mentioning us. You know, it really helps." And
thank you.
She also sent some beautiful clothing for my wife. And then you have other people who are contributing stuff to the Freeman Investors effort. It's really great stuff.
Right. So I think I did a shout out to a lot of the vendors in my group chat.
Yeah.
To see if we can collect some donations for Mexico.
That's great.
This
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we're trying to see what we can do.
We're bringing down 12 rods and reels and a bunch of plastics and gear. And then actually we got to get back to tackle meet here. But Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods said, let's go down there next time. We're going to lay the groundwork this time and get 12 kids and teach them how to wrap a rod.
Oh, nice.
How cool is
awesome.
that?
That's
he
great.
goes, what do you think about that? And I go, whoa, you kidding me?
Right?
That is so cool.
Right? They're going to all have these little businesses in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Rod wrapping businesses. Tell them to come to tackle meet.
They're going to be at tackle meet before you know it.
Right.
All right, where is the next tackle meet?
So this next one is in Costa Mesa. It's 1230 Baker Street in the city of Costa Mesa, right on the corner of Baker and Fairview. So it's going to be blocks away from the OC Fairgrounds.
Oh, yeah, I know that zone really, really well.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know about tackle meet, what can you tell them? There's a bunch of great vendors. Their prices are low. People are willing to talk about fishing, share their expertise. I mean, you got Chris Rink, Colder Ice.
Colder Ice.
Chris is a great guy. We love Chris, a big sponsor.
What's up, Chris? Calico Chris?
Yeah, right. And then I mentioned Cali Girls and a lot of other guys, like the guys we just went fishing with. Life Like Plastics.
Oh, yeah. Life Like Plastics. Yeah, they've been a great addition to the show.
Those guys are great. I love those guys. Greg and Ronnie are so much fun to fish with. We had a great time.
Yeah.
So go ahead. What do you think?
I mean, shit, you just said everything.
I know, right?
Like, what else is there?
Chuck the word right in.
And there's me, you know.
No, that's true, right?
Yeah. So this last one, we had a little bit of fun. We did a dunk tank. That was the first time. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm all over that.
A couple guys from there was a Fish Hard Clothing. Anthony, he got in the dunk tank. I got in the dunk tank. A couple guys, a guy from Western Species. I don't know if you know Victor from Western Species, and then we had one of the guys from what's his name, Larry from Daggerface.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Daggerface. He makes a lot of artwork for a lot of these shirt vendors and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it was a lot of fun.
So how did the dunk tank work? Who got dunked? How did that work?
I got dunked.
Oh,
I got dunked.
It's even better now. I thought.
Yeah, huh?
Was it quick?
Yeah. Well, no, you know what? I mean, it actually took a long time, man. There was a bunch of kids that were trying it at first, and it was so hot sitting there just waiting to get dunked. I was like, come closer. Come closer.
Just come and hit.
Just come and hit it. Yeah. I need to get dunked. It was hot.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun though. It was a cool little. I mean, it was a quick pop up. So I just wanted to have a little bit of fun.
Is this an event that's good for families?
Definitely. So yeah, when it first started out, it was a bunch of dudes, just a bunch of guys coming in early morning looking for deals and stuff like that. But somehow, some way, it became a family event. So now that like how Kelly girls roll, like I invite any other vendors that sell to women, or that we have that market here as well. So Kids, if you have any kid clothing or stuff for kids, anything in the fishing industry, stuff like that. But yeah, it's a family affair.
That sounds wonderful. Now, if somebody wanted to become a vendor at one of your up and coming tackle meets, how do they contact you?
So you can reach me on any social media. It's just at Tackle Meet. I actually have a website as well. It's tacklemeetsplural.com because we're having a bunch of tackle meets.
Oh, there you go.
So www.tacklemeets.com, and there's a form you can fill out, to request to be a vendor. But it's really easy, super easy. Hours
of the event?
So right now we're doing 9 to 4. This whole year we've been doing. We used to do it earlier, but 9 to 4 seems to be working. Yeah.
All
so
right.
You come out. We're there till 4.
Saturday in Costa Mesa, California. The address one more time, Steve.
1230 Baker Street in Costa Mesa.
Make sure you go check this guy out. Say hi to the guys from Lifelike Plastics, Cali Girls. Make sure you say hi to Chris from Colder Ice and all the other great exhibits. 60 of them, 50 of them, with 10 on the waiting list. But man, that tells you how successful this is. Steve, good to see you.
Man. Thank you for having me on again.
Pleasure. Please don't forget to support the Friedman Adventurers family members who make this all possible, like the Taxman, Tim Marquez, and your garage door man, Joe Welker, who does a great job and gets rave reviews here at Friedman Adventures. Heating and or air conditioning needs, it's our dear friend John Lopez, and also the Island Spirit, Ventura Sport Fishing. You can't beat it. Chris Isaac and the El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing, www.longbeachsportfishing.org.
Get out of bed and wake up the kids, 'cause you know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Fishing reports up and down the coast. Your Phil Friedman, your coffee-loving host. So much fishing intel, it feels like cheating when you tune into the morning briefing. Inshore, offshore, from the surf, bluefin, yellowtail, pod, surf, perch. They'll tell you where the fish are and what they're eating when you tune into the morning briefing. So give it a like and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified of all the fishing content coming your way. Friedman Adventures is here to make your fishing day. It's a morning briefing. Morning briefing.
Good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. Can you believe it? We survived Tropical Storm Mario here in Southern California. There were some harrowing moments. It was really dicey for a time, but no, it really wasn't. There was just a little bit of rain and not much more, and this gorgeous sunrise going on here right now. And as I pan around and show you a mighty ship that has just arrived here to Seal Beach, California, making us proud of our armed forces. And I might as well throw in the first responders and everybody else who make this country so great. Man, do we have a lot to cover with you. How'd you like the snake trick? Yeah, the snake prank on my friend Izzy at Best Fishing Tackle in Hawthorne, California. Another tackle meet coming up. You're all up to date on that. I know you want to talk fishing. And the Bluefin tuna bite Can't get any better. We're seeing some bigger fish. It is flat wide open. I talked to Jeff Lingle early this morning, and he said, it seems like there's more areas of fish, and all of them are biting. We'll check in with Jeff. We'll look at what's going on with the bluefin tuna. We'll look back at some incredible white sea bass fishing for the Amigo, and so much more, including last night's great live lobster seminar with Brian Sanchez from Promar. That was a good one. You're going to want to go back and watch that. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. So good. So good to be alive. So good and blessed to be standing here on this beach. Let's go give it the Tootsie report as I limber down to the beach and stick my toes in the water and tell you it still feels pretty warm. There's some pretty big sets rolling in here. I see the surfers are here taking advantage of it, bigger than they were yesterday. That is for sure. All right, if you don't mind, hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it when you do that. Share these videos everywhere and subscribe to the Freedman Adventures YouTube channel. Tick that rotten, filthy, disgusting little bell. You'll be notified when there is new content. And of course, you can follow us over there on Facebook, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Man, is it a gorgeous morning here in SoCal, no doubt about it. Last night's lobster seminar, fantastic. So much fun working with Brian and Promar. And remember, if you're going to go to the PromarAhi.com website, if you put in FA, a big 15% off your purchase. FA, Freedman Adventures. You just have to put FA and you'll get that big discount. All right, my friends, time to get into it. One more thing I want to say and send all our love and best wishes to Sean Arnold from Fish Taco Chronicles. He continues to get better and better and better, working so hard at it. He's a great guy. He's one of the best guys I've ever met in this industry, and I sincerely mean that. Not a mean bone in his body, hard worker, great guy. Man, I love Sean, and I'm so happy to see that he gets better and better every single day. All of our love, all the Freedman Adventures family love flowing out in your direction, Sean. No doubt about it. Let's talk Mexico. Cedro, still good yellowtail action there. Yo-yo iron, surface iron. Man, I think you can throw just about anything at them and they're going to bite. White sea bass still in the mix with some halibut. Superior calico bass fishing. San Quintin area, we continue to see yellowtail down in that neck of the woods, just a little bit south on the beach. There's white sea bass. There's great calico bass fishing, but most of the guys are focused on the yellowtail. Ensenada, tremendous bluefin tuna fishing for our Pongero friends down there. It has been good. Trolling a Mad Mac lure, throwing a tuna riot popper on one of those foamers or breezing fish. Another great way to get a bite. It's been really good on the bluefin tuna offshore. And as Jeff Lingle said, there is a variety of different areas to fish, and they're all biting right now. It looks really, really good. Also, we have seen some barracuda flurries around the islands. There's a little bit of yellowtail around. We haven't seen a whole lot of that. And every once in a while, some bonito, calico bass, sand bass, rockfish abound. Really good fishing down there for our friends in Ensenada. How about long range? Let's check in with a couple of guys who had some really good fishing. 7-8 day trips out of San Diego have been spectacular here recently. The Independents put together another outstanding day of yellowfin tuna fishing yesterday on this beautiful, glorious morning. This beautiful Thursday morning. It has been full speed on the yellowfin tuna. Great fishing for them. They today are going to fish yellowtail on the beach. They've just caught as many yellowfin tuna as they need for right now. Also, the Royal Polaris. They had some wahoo yesterday. They had superior yellowfin tuna fishing also. And today, since they have so many yellowfin tuna, another one of the boats that have really cashed in on it, they're going to fish yellowtail on the beach, and the yellowtail bite has been fantastic. I mean, there's not only good fish on bait, but yellowtail on the iron, both yo-yo and surface iron. It's been fantastic, and there's other fish in there, a variety of different fish on the beach. You might catch white sea bass, calico bass, sheephead. I mean, it's really fun. It's a great way to end up those 7-day trips. I cannot tell you how gorgeous it is here right now with the sun warming everything up right now It is absolutely beautiful. Hope you can come down here and take a walk, surf, fish, or do something in the great outdoors. It's not only good for you physically, but it's good for the soul. It's really, really good to get you through the day and just renew yourself. Man, it's gorgeous here this morning. All right, let's talk about our bluefin tuna. And let's start with Jeff Lingle. Why not? Jeff runs a yacht. He takes clients who have security clearances out with him. So we don't show any photos of the yacht or anything else, but he is such a great guy, such a great source of information. On a 3.5-day trip, fishing down 140 miles and south of there, great fishing for him. Only 4 guys, 24 bluefin tuna. You know, a lot of that stuff being caught and released. They've had nothing short of fantastic. They're big fish, 125, 120, 120, 110. They had 13 yellowfin tuna. They had a handful of dorado, 15 yellowtail, 5 white sea bass. And Jeff said there's lots of areas of fish, and they are all biting just as good as you could possibly want it right now. They caught them on the kite, they caught them on the troll, they caught them on the eddy bumps, they caught them on jigs that were 180 grams. Man, it can't get any better. And now we move you to the San Diego fleet and boats out in the LA Orange County area, because all these guys are catching bluefin tuna, most of it back there behind San Clemente Island on Tanner and Cortez Bank. There's still fish out on Cherry Bank. There's fish down there by the Coronado Islands. I mean, there's a wide spread to this thing. And man, is it biting or what? Tribute, limits of bluefin tuna. The Amigo out of 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro, California. Limits of bluefin tuna. All of these guys are catching limits, and it can't get much better. The Freedom, 22nd Street limits. The Pride, 22nd Street limits of bluefin tuna. The Islander on a 3-day trip, 150 bluefin tuna for limits. New Low-Am, 88 bluefin tuna to 200 pounds. Some big fish starting to mix in with that smaller 10 to 40 pound fish. The Apollo C4 Sport Fishing, where we're going to be on Tuesday night on a Freeman Adventures trip. That's going to be a lot of fun. And the Polaris Supreme not only had limits, but their fish were mostly in the 60 to 130 pound class. Wow, what a bite. We mentioned those Tuna Riot poppers. I definitely have some of that. It's mostly a plunker bite in the daytime, but there's been some wide open bites in the daytime also. But plunker bites where you just have a few fish going all the time, and then when the sun sets, it's game on. It is full speed, insanity, wide open bluefin tuna fishing. We are going to watch this for you very, very closely. It is looking so darn good right now. Hey, by the way, we are headed to Mexico tomorrow, and we're going to be doing a lot of charity work down there. I'm going with Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods, and of course the dog will be there, and Chuck's son Charlie is going to make his first trip to Mexico, so we'll take you along for that ride. That is going to be so much fun and eye-opening for Charlie, I am sure. Make him appreciate this place even that much more. But we love Mexico. We're going to be dining on some great food. We're going to be checking in to some great fishing venues for y'all, and we'll keep you in touch with all of that. If you'd like to contribute anything, we'll pass the funds out down there, or more likely we'll go buy some food or something and give it out. You can sell me anything you'd like at 657-227-6459. Many of you have done that. We deeply appreciate it. Jeff Lingle is one of the great people who have done that. So great bluefin tuna fishing. I don't know how it can get any better than it is gorgeous here today, and more surfers showing up here on the beach. I love it. Dad and kids, man, it can't get any better. That ship is certainly very, very impressive. I heard one of the guys on the loudspeaker, so I don't know if they're getting ready to set sail or what here in Seal Beach, California. All right, let's get back into it. And now it is time to talk islands. We'll start you out at the Coronado Islands, so pick a yellowtail down there. Nothing extraordinary, really. It's just a few yellows, but you can back it up with plenty of whitefish, sheephead, rockfish, calico bass. Most cases you can get a good shot at that, and I don't think a good hit on the yellowtail is out of the question. It seems like there's fish there. Hopefully that's going to turn on here very soon. 25-pound fluorocarbon, a good hot bait, has been the best way to get a bite. There's a few ironfish, but most of it has been on the bait. Nearby there, by the way, there's bluefin tuna. That's the exception to the rule, perhaps, about biting fish. They're not biting for the full day guys all that well, but they're seeing a ton of fish. Boats like the San Diego out of Seaforth Sport Fishing, they've been seeing a ton of bluefin tuna. You get the feeling since the light switch is on everywhere else on that bluefin tuna that might turn on here one of these days very, very soon. We'll continue to monitor that for you very, very closely. Don't forget FA at checkout, promarahi.com, 15% off for all of you. All right, up here at San Clemente Island, well, I should mention the other day the Fury was out, and good friend Bob Looney, good friend, Friedman Adventures family member, Bob Looney was on that trip. And Bob said, Phil, I took my nephew out, Elijah, and he caught his very first yellowtail. Way to go, Elijah. You get a big Friedman Adventure stamp of approval. Nice going, kid. He also had calico bass, sheephead. Bob said it was a plunker bite on the bluefin tuna pretty much all day long, and huge bonita mixed in with it. And again, he is so proud, and so are we, of Elijah's first yellowtail. Nice hit. There's good calico bass fishing at San Clemente Island, and also tons of rockfish at Catalina Island. We see that variety, but we don't see huge numbers, it seems like, on anything. There's some yellows there, there's some barracuda there. There's some pretty good calico bass fishing at times, especially if you're fishing 12, 15 pound fluorocarbon. That makes all the difference in the world if you do that, so keep that in mind. And also, there has been some bluefin bouncing around the east end of the island, the west end. Some private boaters have made some catches. Not anything you can bank on, but man, if you had a Tuna Riot popper handy, just in case the El Patron is going to and fro the island, if Chris Isaac or Mark Sonata says, hey man, we got some bluefin tuna off our bow, you'd be Johnny on the spot with one of those Tuna Riot poppers. I don't think there's anything better you could throw at him. El Patron, www. longbeachsportfishing.org. All right. Hey, I got to go back to a previous trip on the Amigo because our friends from Best Fishing Tackle in beautiful Hawthorne, California, Anthony needed to gear up with tackle yesterday, and he went to Best Fishing Tackle. And man, the variety there, they really took great care of Anthony, both Izzy, Sky, and Abraham. All three of you. We love you guys, and you do such a great job at Best Fishing Tackle. They'll give you 10% off any Promar lobster-related gear you need. In fact, it might be any lobster-related gear. You're going to have to follow them on Instagram and mention Friedman Adventures when you walk in the store for your 10% discount. Don't forget to do it, or I'll get you with that snake next time you're in there. Back to the Amigo. They were on a recent trip. Limits of white sea bass. I was talking to Sky and Izzy and Abraham, and they said it was phenomenal. Couldn't have been any better. It was wide open white sea bass fishing. And you know, the Amigo has been doing this on a regular basis up there out of 22nd Street Landing. We've got a trip on October the 5th with 2 spots available. Could be bluefin tuna, could be white sea bass, it could be both. I hope you'll be able to join us, but what a great trip on the Amigo. Evidence that the Channel Islands areas are biting, and again, the island spirit. We were telling you they were gonna have a light load yesterday on their halibut only special. They got out with 10 people and they caught 10 halibut, and that's good fishing for halibut. I'll tell you, what a great trip. 10 fish, a perfect 10. As I wrote in one of the titles yesterday. And of course, the Island Spirit will be out on these subsequent days fishing rockfish, trying to catch some halibut, doing their usual fine work. Island Spirit, Ventura Sport Fishing, 805-676-3474, or you can visit them at venturasportfishing.com. We've seen some really big halibut hits and still the occasional white sea bass hits, but they are more infrequent right now. Lacks consistency. It's a ton of rockfish, great lingcod fishing, little bit of bass. That was much better maybe 4 days ago. Even the coastal bass bite and even the island bass bite, maybe a temporary low. We'll watch it very closely. But the one thing you can count on is plenty of rockfish. Same thing up there at Santa Barbara Sea Landing and Avila Beach, Morro Bay. Windy up kind of up that way. If you get a weather window, tons of rockfish. San Francisco, great fishing for striped bass inside the harbor. A little bit of halibut to go along with that. If you can get outside, you still stand a chance to catch an albacore, lingcod, and tons of rockfish. It's quite windy in San Francisco here this morning. Man, the surfers are lining up on this gorgeous, beautiful morning here in Southern California. What a Thursday morning it absolutely is. This is fine for surf fishing, by the way, which we're going to get into in a moment. Let's talk coastal fishing. Half, three-quarter day boys down there in San Diego picking at the bass, mostly rockfish, sculpin, that kind of thing. There are some yellows zooming around the local area, the La Jolla area, and every once in a while, boys will get a shot on that. Surface iron's a good idea on those local yellows, but you'll get bit on the bait. Nothing that you can take to the bank, but a little bit of that fish is definitely around down there. It's mostly, though, the sculpin, whitefish, rockfish, sheephead, that kind of thing. And that's been really, really good up there around Oceanside. Similar kind of bite up there around Dana. Yeah, same kind of a thing pretty much going on, although they catch and release a ton of short calico and sand bass. And here in the LA Orange County area, boats like the Victory, boats like the Native Sun, boats like the Monte Carlo, sculpin, rockfish, that's the predominant catch right now. But you'll also see a hit every once in a while on calico bass. There's been an occasional pop on the barracuda. There's been a few yellows around. I know the Native Sun's been catching a few halibut at times, so it's a little spicy right now. Man, these birds, I don't know what's been going on behind me, but I'm just looking at them right now, and they seem very interested and popping around here. We saw bait jumping out of the water the other day, but there is a lot of bird activity, as we like to call it here in the surf, and that is always a good sign. If there's bait, there's fish. And I'm certainly seeing evidence of that the little bit of time I've been looking at it. Up there in the Santa Monica Bay, Redondo, picking at a few bass, mostly sculpin rockfish, same thing, Marina Del Rey. All right, let's talk about the Southern California surf, and let's talk about what's going on at Big Fish Bait and Tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California. Walk in the door, mention Friedman Adventures, 20% off any lobster-related gear you want. Are you listening? 20% off any lobster related gear. You just have to scream at the top of your lungs, Friedman Adventures, and you'll either get that 20% discount or they'll dial 911 immediately. Good stuff going on down there, and the surf looks beautiful for surf fishing here this morning. A little bit of Corvina down here by the tower, Anderson Street and Pacific Coast Highway. There is some yellowfin croaker and some smaller bar perch, smaller leopard sharks also. A guy maybe 10 days ago had a big halibut right down this way, 20-pound fish. So really a beautiful fish down there on Huntington Beach. We're seeing some pretty good Corvina fishing down there. That has been pretty darn good. Here in Surfside, same thing as the tower, you know, that smaller grade leopard shark, I mean real small. And also we have been seeing a little bit of that perch, occasional halibut here, Long Beach, same kind of a situation. Still, I think the best Corvina bite is probably up there in the Santa Monica Bay, around the Topaz Rock Jetty, even better up there at El Segundo, Manhattan Beach Fair, Hermosa Beach Fair, right in between there. That's been good. El Porto and El Segundo, as I mentioned, have been biting pretty darn well. What a morning. It is absolutely beautiful, and I can't think of a better way to start my day than by spending it with each and every one of you. That means the world to me, all your great support. The Lobster Seminar, man, Brian did such a great job. I hope you go back and listen to it. You just go to Friedman Adventures on YouTube. That's where you're at right now, most of you anyway. Some of you are on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, but if you go there and then you click on live shows, the very first live show will be the Lobster Hoop Netting Seminar we did last night with great participation, and we really didn't have time to promote it, and we had a ton of viewers, live viewers last night. Thank you so much for that. All right, my friends, we're going to be watching it for you very, very closely. If you want to help us in Mexico, we would deeply appreciate it. Zelle 657-227-6459, or send me a text and we'll hook up somehow and make it happen. Take care. Have a wonderful Thursday, and I hope to see you really, really soon.